Hey there guys, and welcome back. So today we are looking at a train pack, which is something that I've never covered before. And this is one, as you'll have seen from a haul video a couple of months ago, is one that I picked up when I was in Paignton at the Paignton Model Railway Shop. So if you're ever in that area, this isn't sponsored or anything, but give them guys a check out because I believe I got a absolutely amazing deal with this, and I will tell you about that shortly. So let's get straight into it and let's have a look at this pack. Right, okay, so for this one I've just had to move the camera back because I actually forgot how big this pack was. So let's get looking into this. Now with the train pack, as you can see, we just turn this around, we have got 3 coaches with this one. We take out each individual one like this. I'll just take the one out for now and we will slide that off to one side. Now, I've usually take these straight out the box, but I thought let's just have a quick look at this as it is. So as we can see, we just open this and then you've got like a little bit of a back in here. As you can see, we've got Hornby's standard block of ice. Now, there isn't anything really special with this packaging. There's none of that, you know, like nice foam to give it a nice buffer to keep it safe. But in all honesty, you've got a decent bit of a gap till you get to the coach there. And I've got these in absolutely perfect condition. There's nothing wrong with them. There's nothing damaged from what I've seen so far. So the packaging is perfectly adequate. So let's get one of these out and we'll quickly talk about the price of this set, and then let's start getting into the actual coaches themselves. Now then, so before we get into these coaches, let's talk quickly about the price. And this is the really good bit for me. This 3-car set only cost me £120. So just think about that for a quick perspective. I've done some research after I bought this set. I've seen these sets going for, I won't say prices, but a lot more than this. And that again just says to me about what I've said before, you know, try and support your local retailers if and as and when you can, because this set, I can't get over how much I was able to get this set for. It is such an absolutely fantastic set for a brilliant, brilliant price. So again, if you are in that area, you know, give them guys a check out. They've got some really, really great prices and offers on in that shop. And also, don't forget your local stockists, because you never know, like this, you may just find that absolute wonderful hidden little gem. So with that being said, let's stop going on about the price and stuff, and let's get in and let's have a bit of a closer look at these coaches. So as you can see, we've got all 3 of them lined up. Now there are 3 coaches in this set. So we've got the first one, which is car number 208, a 3rd class coach. Just move that to one side. We have got this one, which is named Argus, and this is the dining car out of the set. And then the last but no means least one that we have is another 3rd class, which is car number 54. So while I've got this one in my hands, let's just have a look, and let's have a look at the detail that goes with this. And where do we start if I stop getting the camera to shine in the window so you can't see anything? So let's have a close look up at this. As you can see, look at that detail. It is wonderful. You've got the curtains painted onto the side. You can see, let me just try and get this if I can. Yeah, that's going to be a bit difficult with the light. I'm going to try and show this as best as I can. But you can see you've got the seating on the inside. You've got the wonderfully mounted nameplate up at the top. Now, that is separately fitted, I believe. Just doing that. Yes, it does feel plasticky. But you know what? It actually looks really, really nice. So let's start from the back of this coach and let's work our way forward. So as you can see, we've got an amazing set of detail on here. These handles look like they're separately fitted. You've got the extra sections on the end just to give that closer couple feel when they're down on the track, which is a great little thing. I will say I have seen little rubber ends what you can get to these. So if these will fit on, these will look even better when they're going around your layout. And then something else, again, what makes these coaches even more worth the while is we have sprung buffers. Now, I've never seen sprung buffers on any of the coaches what I have before, so that just makes these even more worthwhile, and that's both front and back. So just looking around, we've got a great amount of detail on the wheel bogie frames. You've got a lot of really nice detail to the side, and then carrying on. And if I run your hand, if we can just do this, just like that, you can hear that is actually molded into the plastic, and then you've got all the lining to go around this. So for that to be molded on, then all this lining to be done in such a brilliant way, that really is a fantastic finish to the paintwork on this. And these are so wonderfully painted, if I can get my camera to focus to show you properly. So there is the side, and obviously you've got the lovely Pullman there right across the top as well. So let's just flick underneath and let's have a look at this. Now, I will talk about this a little bit in a second, but I'm guessing that you probably already got a good idea what this is for. But you've got some great detail underneath here. And then going along to the front. And let's just have a look at this. So you've got exactly the same on the front of this coach. So you've got, actually that's kind of good. You can see the light shining there. So these are glazed windows. And then you've got, again, the handles separately fitted again. And then look at this roof tail detail. This is really nice detail going up onto the roof. And that is, again, on all three of these. And that just looks so nice. So what we'll do, I will just pop this one down slightly. Obviously, this coach is exactly the same. You've just got a couple more windows in this coach. And with this one, you can actually see there, you've got the inbuilt piece, which is kind of like your little corridor, which is a great little touch as well. And actually, yes, sorry, I will pick this one back up. Yes, because this is the dining car. So that will kind of be like your serving area, which is really nicely put in there. And then this is just your normal coach at the end. Again, I'm not going to show everything because, as you can gather, the detail is really nice on all three of these. One thing that I did forget to show on the other one is, let me just try and get this close. You've got the wonderful crest here. And that's just brilliantly printed on. And with this coach, look at these. Get the light on that. Look at these little separate windows here with the, kind of looks like it's supposed to be like a bit of a stained glass LED type window. That is such a wonderful bit of detail. And again, for the price what these are worth, even at the more expensive price what I have seen these at, I think these are such an incredible buy. A train pack like this can really help, get you some lovely coaches, especially possibly from a budget way. If you can find a great deal like this is an absolutely fantastic set. So that's all the details covered with these. Now let's have a look at the features of one of these coaches. So for me, I've chosen my favourite one to have a look at, and this is the one with these pointed? Let me get my words right. Like I pointed out before, with these stained glass windows at either end. Now you're thinking features, and there is one obvious one with these coaches. There is obviously nowhere near the amount of mechanical workings and everything like you'll get on a locomotive, but there are still features to this nonetheless. So let's have a little look. So like we said before, as we were going over the details, you've got the sprung buffers, and this is a different coach. So as you can see, every single coach has got these sprung buffers, which is such a really nice touch. And then let's just go to this end, and as you can see here, we have the NEM coupling. So it shows that it may be, I've not quite done fully my research on these, but it's by no means a old set, if you will, because these name couplings, they are the newer type of coupling. And if we turn this coach underneath, you can even see there that these are just clipping them couplings. So if anything does happen, one gets damaged, you can quite easily change these. So that is a great little touch, especially with a coach as well. It's a great little touch. And here is, for me, the good bit. Now, you probably already guessed, but these coaches have lights in them, which is even more so to go with the price. And here we have the pickups on the front wheels, and move it along we have on the back wheels, or well, whichever way that you decide to run it. And that is to pick up for the lights in this coach, which are these lamps. So every single one of these lamps lights up as this coach goes along. Now, you've got nothing in the roof, nothing like that. It is just these little table lamps, but that is such an absolutely wonderful feature of these trains, especially if you've got a dim, a dulled room, or you can turn your lighting down to kind of give you that, like, twilight, sunset time of day. These are going to look so wonderful, especially with something like the Manor class would have got, with that lovely flickering firebox, and then a bit of a diesel banker with some lights on the back. This will look so wonderful going around a layout like that. So now, there's obviously, it's a coach, so there's no manual to go with these. So what we will do, we shall move these onto the layout. We'll pop them on without a train at first, so we can turn the power up and we can have a look at the lights. And then we shall finish off, we'll pop a train on. And I do have a couple more of these that was gifted to me a couple of years ago. Let's get them down onto the layout. Let's have a look with those lights on, and then let's see them running, and we will put a couple of other little bits to go in with these. Okay, so come on, let's go and have a look. Okay, so here is one of the coaches, at least looking under the layout. Now, I remember from one of the other videos I did, and when I put one of them down, they just started rolling away. So let's have a look and let's see how this one will move. Now, don't forget, bearing in mind, it does have those pickups on, so there will be extra resistance over the axles, but I'm kind of interested to see how these do roll. So what we'll do, we'll give these, this one should I say, let's just give it a little tap and let's see if it will freewheel and how much it will move. So it's kind of moving a little bit. Let's stop again, let's just give it another gentle little touch. And oh, it's on its way. And actually, that is pretty decent. It's made it all the way up to the point, which obviously is more likely to start it. Start it, stop it. We'll say stop it. That sounds a bit better because it's not going to keep going. But that is, for a coach which has got pickups on it, again, like I said, with the resistance on the wheels, that's not half bad. So it goes to show that there is a lot of free movement in these coaches. So it shouldn't be too bad. Even on a smaller locomotive with the three of these, it should be pretty decent, moving quite freely without putting too much stress on the train. So let's have a look at these lights. Right, okay, so we have changed the camera angle. We've turned the light off on the camera. Now, it is a bit of a duller day outside, so unfortunately, as I always like to show these in a natural light if I can, it doesn't kind of do them justice on the layout. But that is where today it is our friend, because it means that I can show you the lights on this train. Oh, sorry, these coaches, so to say. Now, there is one thing that I will say about these. These are DCC friendly, because if there is a power, unlike a locomotive, where it can cause, quite a bit of a disturbing sound, even though you can run them with a digital setup, when these goes on the track, these lights are wonderfully bright from start to finish a second that you turn the power on. So even when they're parked up in the siding or anything like that, these can be lit. That's if you don't isolate, the power going there. So that is a really great thing, and you don't have to worry, about them getting damaged, because I have had these for a couple of months. I have used them, and when I've used digital, I've never had a problem with these. They've been working perfectly fine. There's been no damage caused. So the good thing with the digital is that it does give you that option on analog today. Now the difference obviously with analog is that the more you turn the power up, the brighter these will go. So you may find that they are a bit dimmer going around the track at a slower speed, but by no means does it take anything away from the coach. It still looks absolutely fantastic even at a slower speed, with the lights being a bit dimmer. These still look wonderful. So please do not be discouraged if you don't have a digital layout. These look absolutely amazing without, and we'll show you that now. So just turning up the controller, as you can see, I've currently got that on my controller on 20 out of 100. You can see at a low speed these are already coming on and they already look really, really nice. So we'll turn that power up just slowly all the way, and as you can see they're getting brighter there. But to be honest, when you get to around about 50 on your controller, they don't go that much brighter, which is really good. So if you've got a train what runs naturally a little bit slower at half speed, these will look absolutely fantastic no matter what. And even, like I said, if I turn it down slightly, these still look fantastic even with a bit less power going through them. So what I will do, I will close the blinds, see if we can make this room a little bit darker and try and get you just a different look, hopefully with a bit of a darker room. Right, okay, so we've tried to make the room as dark as I can, just very quickly to show you these, and let's just slowly turn the power up. And as you can see, these lights, I mean, again, that is only on 20 on my controller, and these lights look super, super nice. Let me just turn that camera slightly. There we go. So even at a darker light on analog, these still look absolutely wonderful. So what we'll do, we'll put the rest of them on. Like I said, I do have two other ones, so I may pop them on a different train, a different track, just to give something else to run by. Let's have a look at these around the track, or try to catch them as best as I can with the lights on the coaches, and then right at the end we'll do a little bit of a summary and let's see how it goes from there. So let's have a look at that right now. Okay, so here we see them ready at the station, and I wanted to give these a really nice send off. So I've got my favourite train in my collection, the brilliant Hornby Merchant Navy, and this is the East Asiatic one. So let's see these leaving the station for the first time. And there we go on the way. So we'll pop the other train on, we'll have a look at this running round, and then we'll dull the room down as well so we can get some great like darker shots of these going round too. Okay, and there we have it. We're just going to follow this as it makes its last stop into the station, and I would love to know what you think of this in the comments below. For me, especially the price what I was fortunate enough to find this at, I think this is an absolute wonderful, fantastic train pack. You definitely get more than your money's worth out of it, and yeah, if you can find this at either the price I got it, even maybe a little bit more expensive. I don't want to kind of talk about prices too much in case, obviously, you know, it depends where and what people find this at. But yeah, this I think is an absolute fantastic train pack. It'd be a great addition to any railway. especially with the whole pommel coaches as well. So yeah, for me, this is an absolute winner all day long. So anyway, with that being said, hopefully you've enjoyed this video, you've enjoyed my little review of these coaches, and if you would give me a big thumbs up, that would be absolutely fantastic in helping the channel out. And also hit that subscribe button as well, that would be even better if you could do that. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Again, I hope you've enjoyed this video on these coaches, and we shall see you in the next video.